Good evening, everybody. This is Sweat, and welcome to Never Have I Ever. And this is just going to be a short series on my channel featuring the weapons and loadouts that I have never featured for you guys on my channel before. And I went back and looked at some of my old Battlefield 3 videos, and I noticed for the most part there was the same theme. There were the same maps and the same weapons and the same loadouts. Now, I can't change the maps as much as I want to. I would love to get a little bit more variety in there. But I can certainly change the weapons and the weapon loadouts. Now, for the reason because of that, I want to go ahead and you guys probably know, once I switched from console to PC, I was really struggling quite a bit. And then once I found weapons that really worked for me, that I really finally did well with, that's the weapons I stuck to. And so basically that's what it boils down to. That's why you guys have only seen certain weapons, and of course once the DLC comes out I try to look at those weapons and do little reviews on those weapons. But now we're at a point where we can stop and I can look back at some of the weapons that I skipped and missed over completely. And that's what you'll find. I made a list. I went through every single Battlefield 3 video that I've made for you guys, and the weapons you'll find have not been featured exclusively in those videos. Again, you may found them once or twice, but they have never been, I've never made videos specifically for these particular weapons. And that's what this series is about. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to make this series about the weapons that I've pretty much overlooked and skipped and maybe used a little bit more on console and haven't as much touched, haven't really touched once I got on PC. So let's jump right to it. Let's go for the AK-74M. And I thought for sure I talked about this weapon quite a bit because, as a lot of you guys know, I own a Sega IZ240B, the civilian version of the AK-74. They're made in the same Russian factory that makes the AK-74s for the Russian military. The IXIsweat, I think. I probably butchered the pronunciation of that factory, but the same factory that they make my Sega in, the civilian version of the AK-74, they make the military version of the AK-74 for the Russian military. So I thought that was a really neat fact. And again, I'm going to try to base this off of the ABCs of Battlefield 3, my Machinima Respawn series. So let's go right into the battle log description. And that says the AK-74M is the latest modernized version of the classic AK-47. Again, the difference is the AK-74M shoots the 5.45 by 3.9 millimeter round, and the AK-74, the AK-47 shoots the 7.62 by 3.9 millimeter round. Alright, so it's fielded as a standard assault rifle by the Russian military. The M variant includes a side-folding polymer stock and a scope mount rail on the left side of the weapon. Recent developments allow the AK series of weapons to field many of the accessories typically seen on Western guns. You know, the red dots and the other different kind of sights and such. The AK-74M is a reliable and rugged medium-range weapon. I hope you guys don't hear that train out in the background. So it's got a really low rate of fire, a relatively low rate of fire, 650 rounds per minute. So that means the recoil, besides shooting pretty slow, that smaller round, the 5.45 round, the recoil is really controllable. So if you guys have trouble with high rate of fire weapons or recoil or heavy recoil of some of the 7.62 weapons, this is definitely something for you. Now, this weapon isn't spectacular at anything, and I don't think it's really terrible at anything except reload. The reload is a pretty long 2.2 seconds, and then a really long 3.2 seconds if it's completely empty. So that's certainly something that you have to look at and you have to think about whenever you're equipping this thing. But for the most part, you know, the damage is kind of on par with a lot of the other smaller caliber weapons. 25 points of damage within 5 meters, and then all the way out to its maximum effective range of 900 meters, and then it shoots 18.4 points of damage. So to sum it all up, and in 1 meter you're going to be a 4-shot kill. Within 10 meters it's going to be a 5-shot kill. Within 20 meters it's going to be a 5-shot kill. Even all the way out within 30 meters it's going to be a 5-shot kill. But from 40 meters all the way to your maximum effective range of 900 meters, it's going to be a 6-bullet kill. So that's something to think about. There are better options out there if you're looking at incredibly long range shooting. But as far as up close and, you know, controllable, manageable recoil, I think the AK-74M is a really good option because, again, it's not wild and crazy. It's not all out there. So again, I don't know too much more to cover, guys. As far as my own personal thoughts on this weapon, I really don't think it's represented as well as I would like it to be. I would love it to be as awesome as I think my own personal weapon is. And I'll tell you what I'll do. If you guys can rate this video 300 likes by the end of today, as soon as it hits that mark, I will upload my IRL version of the Sega IZ240, and it's kind of a trick. I have a finished gas mask shooting a 45 round magazine, really blasting away at that. So if you guys support this video, then I'll try to give you guys another one as quickly as possible. If you missed some videos, those two on the screen are episode 1 on the left, episode 2 on the right of a little DayZ adventure with my buddy Burgeman. Of course, if you're new to my channel, just hit that subscribe button right there in the middle of the screen for more Battlefield 3 content, and then the occasional DayZ video thrown in there. So hope you guys enjoy this. Have a great day, and I'll look forward to bringing you that other video as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.